everyone. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. Okay, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to Hyde Park on this beautiful Hudson Valley day. Today we're here because we're launching our new historic walking tour put together by our wonderful town historian, Carol Cohan. And partially this was funded by the Hudson Valley National Heritage Area, and we have Dan Jensen from there representing the Greenway, and thank you so much for the funding. And it's really a pleasure to be here to introduce this program where we're highlighting the other historical aspects of Hyde Park. Of course, everyone knows Vanderbilt and Roosevelt, but we have a nice little historic area that we have highlighted in this wonderful tour. One of the reasons we're so pleased with this is that it really fits in with the town board's agenda of trying to promote and create a downtown in our little village. So this historic walking tour complements new zoning that we recently passed that increases density to allow for a more village-like setting right here in our historic area. So I think it's a great example of different parts of government working together to promote the redevelopment of a town and to highlight the history of it. So with that, I'd like to introduce Carol Cohan, our town historian.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming today. As Aileen mentioned, this could not have been done without the Hudson River Valley National Heritage Area, who partially funded this for us. And I also want to thank Sarah Olson, Superintendent of the National Park Service here in Roosevelt Vanderbilt sites, for her letter of support for this project. Recognize to Serena also here from our state government, and Patty Norman representing Congressman Gibson, who gave us the big check about a year ago to do this, and we really appreciate everyone's help and support on this. As Aileen mentioned, this is to highlight sites that are very important historically, but are very much unknown. You know, we know all about the large estates, but the town itself gets overlooked. But what you learn when you look at these sites is that they're all interconnected. I mean, you can't talk about Hyde Park without talking about FDR or the Vanderbilts or Mills. So it's all connected, and we're just trying to bring a greater awareness to the other resources here. Hopefully, this is National Tourism Week, and Mary Kay Verba is here from Dutchess County Tourism, and we want to encourage the tourists to come here, stay longer. There's a lot to do here. We have some of our lodging folks here, and we really want to encourage people to spend a couple days here. A lot to do. Also, Patsy Costello from the Hyde Park Historical Society is here, and Will Tatum, our county historian. Thank you. Pam Malcolm from Statsburg State Historic Site, and anyone else? Yes. Oh, yes. I forget that. Okay. Hopefully you've heard something I've said. Anyway, what I'm going to do first is show you our website. This is a lovely interactive website which Steve Hughes helped put together. Let me mention also we contracted with Yvonne Lauby, who is not able to be here today, but she did that beautiful graphic on the front of the post office and put the brochure together, and also worked with Steve and with me to get this website. And I think Steve did a wonderful job, and I'm going to ask him to kind of walk us through here. So how we get here, we go to the Hyde Park homepage, and you can see here under important information, one way to go is down there. Another way to go is up at the top under community. So I guess we can click on community, and that takes you to another walking tour, and there you have it. And so what this is the brochure that you can actually download If you don't have the hard copy, you can download it from here. And the introduction is here, and then the map. And then let's go to site number 8. And then it takes you to the particular site with the text for that and photo, and there may be more than one photo. And so right here, I'm just starting right here to show you, I'm going to show you some of the things that we're not going to do on the walking tour. But this is a little plaque that commemorates the site of the first colonial settler's home, Jacobus Stoutenburg, who built his home here in 1742. The first, he moved here with he and his family. And let's go to 7. Okay, what you see here is the historic district. This is the Main Street, Albertson Street, Park Place Historic District. And this district alone contains more than 30 historic structures in it. And if you go to the, well, you'll see there's a gallery of lots of pictures, all sorts of different architecture here. Yeah, and it's a slideshow that just cycles through, or if you want to click on a particular picture, you can go there. Okay. So you may have noticed there is this plaque at the two ends of the district, the National Register of Historic Places. Now let me explain that this brochure is compact. It's a dozen sites. This town is so historic, there are hundreds of historic places in this town. Couldn't possibly get them in one brochure. So we focused on this particular area, which was where the town, the hamlet, began. And also, most of the properties are on the National Register of Historic Places. That doesn't mean there aren't other places that should be. It's just this is currently what is on. And we had enough to fill the brochure with these. And but there are a couple of other sites also that are more geared toward the local history. But before we leave this one, go to the nomination form. Okay, here's some photos, historic photos that went with the nomination form. Go back to the other. So if you click on nomination form under each site that's on the National Register, you will have the entire form and all the information, all the details that were used to nominate those properties. Let's go to site. Okay, this is a site not on the National Register, but the Stoutenburg-Teller Burying Ground. The founding family has this beautiful cemetery off of Doty Avenue, which is open. People can go there and see it. And it's really quite lovely, very tucked away, and you see the family crest there, which may look a little bit familiar from the old. That's the coat of arms. And there were, the Stoutenburgs were served in the Revolutionary War. They were patriots, and so a lot of their graves are marked as such. Okay. Let's go to the post office. Okay. Here we have the post office. Let's go down to the gallery inside the post office. I mean, we're going to walk by there, but we're not going to go inside today. Are these murals by Olin Dowes, and these are all scenes from Hyde Park, starting with 1609 when Henry Hudson anchored off Crum Elbow Point, and taking it all the way up to FDR, planning for the FDR High School. So you can see all of these murals. And then let's go to the, let's go to the, And then we also have linked to the description of all those murals, so it gives you all the detail of what you're seeing in the murals. So, okay. Are there any questions about the website? I mean, it's very easy to use, and lots of information. Information can be added to this later, but I think it's enough to start. Yes? Yes? Yes, sure. We'll have them here at Town Hall, the Chamber of Commerce, the Hyde Park Free Library, Hyde Park Historical Society. Some of the lodging places will also have them. Dutchess County Tourism will have them. Statsburg will have them. Roosevelt Vanderbilt historic sites, so they will be available. Again, there's not. Oh, yes. There they are. If you haven't already picked one up, please do pick one up. But they are available, and again, they are downloadable. So we don't have all that many, but they are downloadable, so anyone can go and print their own. So please, we also have, in addition to the brochures, we have some bookmarks and some stickers of the new town seal. So I guess if there are no other questions, we're going to have a brief tour. We're not going to do the whole thing. We're just going to do a few sites to give you a taste of the tour. And then we'll come back for refreshments, or if you want to grab something on your way out, we can do that too. Yes? Oh, the museum? Okay, yes. Those of you who are able to stay for the tour, I want to let you know that the Hyde Park Historical Society Museum is open today. So we'll pop our heads in there, and if folks want to come back, let the folks working there know, and they'll stay for that. So that is on our way. Okay, Dan, thank you for reminding me. Dan, we're going to have Dan say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you. I just wanted to say a few words from Mark. He just wanted to, first of all, thank Congressman Gibson's office and all the congressional delegation for getting us reauthorized through 2021, so we're really happy about that. We're just really fortunate to be able to provide funds for this project. We believe that what this project is doing, connecting all these historical sites, is really integral to our mission of protecting the cultural and historic resources in the Hudson Valley, and Hyde Park is truly like a hub of that mission. So thank you.
Okay, so I again would just like to express my appreciation for Hudson Valley Greenway and for all they've done for our community. It really, I grew up here in Hyde Park and walked these very streets, spent time even in the graveyard over at Doty Park. And it's just really wonderful to have the recognition that Hyde Park has this history that pervades everyday life, and so to have the funds to promote it and to let people know all the great things they can do in our town, it's really special. So once again, thank you all for joining us, and please help yourself to some of the refreshments, and we look forward to seeing you here on other days, bringing your family and friends and showing them what Hyde Park has to offer. Okay, so with that, we'll begin the tour shortly. Thanks.